Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here. Alright, so this is going to be the second video showcase of Bradley at 140. I am going to be switching out Queen Macherie and bringing in the Prince of Lucis himself, Noctis. I'm actually pretty excited about this. My friend Zane recommended this build to me, and actually, like, more or less, it's pretty similar to what he sent. I had to tweak it. I don't have the survival vest. I know, I should definitely have it. I missed that raid and I haven't had the chance to go back and get it, which would be fantastic for Noctis here with this build, since I'm basically going to be running him as a tank. But overall, I think this team works out really well. So there's some really interesting aspects of this build. To just go quickly into it, I am running Noctis on Shikuchi with Valentine Eldaira's secret pouch. So he's going to start the match with 4 move, and then after his second buff, he's going to be up to 5 move. And I just basically want him running down the flank as far as he can, and then hitting the enemy with taunting spell. And I think that if it works well, I think you guys will see that it's pretty sick, because Oberon and King Bradley kind of move as like a cohesive pair, and they are like the main DPS damage, and they'll take like a few hits here and there. But then Noctis will come in from the flank and turn the entire team around to face him, which is just freaking awesome, because it's like the perfect time that Oberon and Bradley need a little bit of the heat removed, and Noctis really does a great job of that. Okay, so to like quickly go into his build, I have him here at 10.3k HP. He is a little bit slower here. I did have him on his other passive here, Shadowrunner, but honestly with the 5 move, this just for this setup of Noctis works really, really well. So I do have him on Shikuchi. He is at agility 94, but as you guys will see, it's not going to be too much of a problem. His dexterity is around 370, luck around 340. His attack, not bad actually, sitting at about 1100. He has 53 defense, 10 spirit. Going into the back end resistances, he has 52 slash, 7 pierce, -5 to strike, 27 missile, and 20 magic resist. His elemental resistances are fantastic across the board, so really, really well overall as a character. His point warp AoE buff. I do really like this buff, but I actually have it turned off for this composition. I have decided to stay with a kind of blitz team, and in order for this to work, I can't really be having him like basically like warping back and forth, because he stays really close to the team that way, and I want him separated. As a team, you want the tank separated from the DPS and the healers. But I am going to have Power of the True King on, and I am going to have the Valentine Eldaira's TMR buff on. So he is going to be running 2 buffs. I do have him on Spellblade, primarily for just taunting spell. Resist magic is off, magic barrier is off. I think more or less everything else is on. You really want him using Taunting Blade. I've seen that sometimes he uses Plunge. You want Skyhammer on, because that's his guaranteed hit. But, I mean, overall, I think that this build is going to do pretty good, so you guys will see how it goes. I will note that we do have the 20 AoE resistance here on this card, and the 20 single target resistance here on this card. My friend Hey Bro reached out to me. He said that I should be letting you guys know for the AoE resistances and the single target resistances, since they are actually very, very, very important to the game. So thank you, brother. I appreciate the input. All right. So going into the second character, here we have Oberon at 140. He's sitting at 11.1k HP, 104 agility, 400 dexterity, about 375 luck. He's got almost 1400 attack, 30 defense, 4 spirit. Very similar build to the previous video. He has 18 slash resist, 5 pierce, 7 strike, 45 missile, and he's neutral on magic. His elemental resistances are all pretty good except for to wind. So all in all, pretty dang good. I am running him Joom's TMR with the HP and agility stones. For Noctis, he's also running HP and agility stones. And I have opted to not use a speed card in order to pull Golem. This was something that I saw in Zane's build that was recommended. He didn't have a speed card as well. At first I thought that's crazy, you know, because I always want to run like double speed cards if possible. but actually the build does hold up even without a single speed card, which is pretty interesting. But I mean, I guess we do have this one right here, which has the agility up 8% in the main slot. So that's not nothing. All right, so last but not least, here we have 140 King Bradley. He's sitting at 10k HP, 104 agility, 400 dexterity, about 380 luck, above 1600 attack, 15 defense, 4 spirit. His back end resistance is looking quite good as usual. He has 25 slash, 10 pierce, 40 missile, 25 magic, and a negative 10 to strike. His elemental resistance is also fantastic across the board. He is just a phenomenal character, as you guys saw in my first video. I am running his own TMR with the HP and attack stones. And yeah, he's looking pretty dang solid. So I don't have any AoE buffs on any of these characters, all single target buffs, and it's working out really well. I'm going to try and fight different types of teams today to kind of give you guys the same impression, to show you guys how this team works. So that being said, let's get into it. I think I'm just going to look for a fire. Okay, so here we go. Here's a fire evade team. This is Matthew right here. All right, so this is the first battle of the day. Here is Fire Evade. Honestly, this team is pretty set up for taking out Evasion teams. Noctis has a guaranteed hit, Oberon has guaranteed hit, and King Bradley has multiple 30% accuracy boost hits along with the Alexandrite ring on. All right, so here we have Pissarro moving in. He's going for the AoE buffs. There's Yuffie. Here we have Mont. I will say that I just saw that Mont has 11.5 HP, so although we are in the top 140 arena, 11.5 HP is pretty low for Mont. So we'll have to see how well he does as a tank in this. I know that you can get him like above 15k. Alright, so Yuffie's going to go down right off the bat. That was not even close. Oberon's going to get his barrier. Here you see Noctis kind of running up the flank. I mean, because there's a tank here, he's getting pulled in. Okay, so there goes Mont. Not even a contest. That was max damage right there. There goes Noctis going for the hit on Pissarro with that guaranteed hit. Looking really good so far. This is not even looking like it's going to be close at all. Here we have Pissarro. He's going to get one more shot off. Noctis looking pretty tanky right there, and he's gonna go down. All right, so first battle right out the gates, we just completely obliterated that team. Pretty freaking strong. Really liking this. Super cool to be bringing back Noctis. I love Final Fantasy 15. I wish the story was a little clearer, you know, but other than that, it was a really fun game. Chapter 9 in that game, super fun. All right, so let's see here. So here is a Visipore player, Cosmic, and he is running Mono Lightning. Of course, I'm going to do one fight against the Mono Lightning team. This is actually against Skahal with the re-raised TMR, with a 140 Alphonse and a Resnick. So I'm going to go for this. This is a Visipore player. So clearly this team is going to be fully built, max trust stones. I mean, Visipore is like one of the top 3 guilds in the entire game. So I'm guessing it's going to be pretty strong. Skahal still hits really hard, even against Earth teams, so he's still scary. So we'll just have to see how it goes. There's Alphonse sitting at almost 13k HP. Skahal's going to get off the re-raise right there. Oberon's running forward. Here comes Bradley. And there is Noctis. Last but not least, running up the flank. We'll see how this goes. The tanks always pull him in a little bit, so it doesn't work quite as well with a tank, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so Oberon's going to get off his barrier. Bradley going for the hit on Alphonse right there. Here comes Noctis. He goes for the plunge. So he didn't use the taunting spell. If he had used taunting spell right there, both Alphonse and Skahal might have been pulled over. They're not going to be pulled over. Alphonse is going to run forward. Here comes Bradley. All right, so Skahal is going to go down. He did proc his courage, so he is going to stay alive. There goes Oberon. He's going to bring him down. There's the re-raise. Okay, so this is like a lot of survivability right here. And Noctis, with that 5 move and 4 jump, he's basically just like insane. Like he can move so well around this map that it's just awesome. He really does serve a really great purpose for this team, and I really like using him. So honestly, thanks a lot, Zane. This is a really sick team. All right, so I think I just saw Zalintha there, which is fun because we fought Zalintha in my in the first 140 King Bradley reveal video. I'm gonna see if he's still here. If I did actually see him. Let's see here. Okay, all right, so here is Zelintha. Zelintha is running the other type of fire team that you can run. I would say that you can either run the mono fire evade team, like what we just saw, or you can run a team with Megamont, Hyo, and Roy, or Megamont, Hyo, and Setia. So I'm going to go for this team just to try it out against it. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm curious. So the first Megamont that we fought had 11.5 KHP. I know that Zelintha is going to have a fully maxed team. He is one of the sub leaders in my guild, FARSIGHT. So he's going to definitely be a really strong opponent. We'll have to see how it goes here. All right, so there's Hyo sitting at almost 11 KHP himself. Here comes Oberon with the defense spirit buff. There goes Bradley. All right, so they're getting kind of pulled over, but I don't really mind at all. I want Noctis out in front. Okay, so there's Megamont sitting at 14.7 KHP. So definitely a big difference. Probably some reincarnations here. It depends on the build. But it's definitely going to be strong. Okay, so there's Noctis all the way out in front, getting that warp strike. So he is basically far past my characters right now, which is basically what I want. I want him fully up ahead, draining the enemy's AP. If he gets taken down, which he will right now, it doesn't really bother me. Hyo's already at half health, and I don't think that Hyo got off his courage just because how fast Noctis was at getting across the board. Okay, so Hyo's going to go down right away. Here comes Bradley. It's just him and Mont. So Mont looking much tankier than the previous one. Okay, so there's Roy doing some backup healing. All right, so that's nice. Oberon going for the Soaring Dragon Spear. Mont's healing is going to be downgraded. Bradley is going to take him out right here. All right, so everything's looking real solid so far. Oberon going for the hit on Roy. Roy is going to take down Bradley's courage right there. It looks like Roy is going to get the... Oh, I thought he had the re-raised TMR. I don't think he got the buff off because Noctis got so far across. Oh, it was because he got the heal off. All right, so really looking good so far. So we're 3-0 right now, and honestly, the team is just plowing through these teams. And I know that fire team is a super strong fire team. All right, so let's see here. I don't have the battle effects turned on, so I am going to turn them on for the last two fights. Hopefully we'll see a limit break here from Noctis. Let me see if it's turned on. All right, it is turned on, so I would like to see the Armiger Assault. All right, let's see here. Maybe a dark team. Here is Tsuna. Okay, so here's a pretty meta dark team right now. This is Sephiroth, Lemure, and Dwayne. And it does have Dwayne with the Rob Horn's TMR, the Keen Blade ability, which is really, really, really good. All right, so we're going to go for this. This is a Sephiroth team. Sephiroth is, basically the other super, super, super OP character in the game right now. So we'll just have to see how this goes. I know Dwayne can remove Bradley's courage, which is kind of a pain. But we'll just have to see where it goes from there. I know that attack that he gets from that VC has a 240% damage, and it hits real hard. Let's be real. Okay, so that was Elena's TMR proc going off right there, or Elena's TMR buff. There goes the CT up. There's Noctis getting off Power of the True King. All right, so Lemure getting off these buffs right here. So it looks like this team is meant more to fight dark. So we'll have to take that to note. Okay, so Sephiroth getting off his barrier right here. Bradley is going to get off his haste, and the battle is about to commence. All right, so honestly, that TMR on Noctis paired with Shikuchi is awesome. So hopefully we'll get to see if he uses the Taunting Blade from the side right here, because it looks like Dwayne and Sephiroth are both moving up towards Bradley and Oberon. Oh, Sephiroth going for the hazard break. Interesting. Okay, Lemure's going to go for the heal on Dwayne right here. Oberon running forward. Sephiroth is going to get the reflex right here. Oberon's going for the limit break. We'll see if it hits Dwayne. Okay, it does hit Dwayne. Neither of them go down. Bradley goes straight for Lemure. She actually survives his hit. Okay, so that's it. So there's Noctis. He's going for the taunting spell. Sephiroth is just going to completely turn away from the rest of the team. So is Dwayne. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Dwayne gets opened up. Bradley takes him out. Here comes Oberon coming in. He's going to get the Thunder Smite on Sephiroth. We do have to survive this hit. He is going for the limit break, so this is freaking close right here. Bradley is going to go down for sure. Oberon is still up. Oh, he is going to get a hit. He goes for the Soaring Dragon Spear. Ooh, Sephiroth goes for the buff. Oh, it's so freaking close. And Oberon doubles up. Let's go. All right, so that was a close freaking fight, but a really good fight. Wow, that was really close. I feel like if Sephiroth had been on the Pugilist sub-job, I'm not sure if he wasn't, he would have used Breathing Technique, which is a heal, a self-heal that's actually pretty good for Sephiroth. So he might have actually, or whoever, they might have actually taken that fight if that buff had gone off or that heal had gone off. Either way, that was super, super, super fun. All right, so we got one fight left, I believe. Yeah, we have one fight left. So I'm going to see if I can find something interesting. Let's go down to the bottom. We've kind of been fighting people up at the top. This is Lynx. He's also a really, really good PvP player, but he is running a Wind Edward, so I'm going to avoid that for now. Let's see if we can find yeah, see, I would fight one of these strike teams, but going against the Wind, especially, well, almost all three of these characters are weak to strike, so strike is a force to be reckoned with right now. So let's see here. Maybe we'll go for... Alright, we'll go for Horny Panda. This is a pretty fun team. Alright, so this is going to be Dwayne, Sephiroth, and Ruin Stern. As you can see, there's a 5k attack stat on this team, so this is just a full-blown attack team. Although Noctis is geared for fighting against slash resistance, but we'll just have to see. I know that if all three of those characters get off all their attacks in a row on really any set of characters, they're going to take someone down. So we'll just have to see where it goes. Alright, so this is the last battle of the day. Here comes Oberon. He's using the Swift Wind Defense. Bradley with his first buff. It looks like everyone's kind of running over to the side, which I do like. Noctis is going to run forward. Okay, Sephiroth's going to get off his Masamune and waiting. Ruinstern is going to be on a slight evasion build, which I'm not too worried about. Okay, Dwayne is on the Dragoon sub-job, but he did not get off any buffs thanks to Noctis. Alright, so Noctis moving forward. He's going for Skyhammer with the Conjure Armager. Here comes Sephiroth. Sephiroth did not get off his barrier, which is a really nice thing for having Noctis with this high move. Okay, so here comes Oberon. He's getting his barrier, and Bradley has his barrier. This is exactly what we want to see. There goes Dwayne. He only has 21 AP left. Oberon coming forward. He is going for the Limit Break right here. Perfect. Alright, I don't think he's going to take out Dwayne. Yeah, he's not going to quite take him out. Sephiroth is going to get a hit off on some... Oh, he's actually going to get off his barrier. Alright, so we'll see where this goes. Bradley's going to run forward. Okay, Dwayne's going to go down. Sephiroth is still up, but it looks like Oberon is... Oh, did Oberon... Bradley just doubled up right there. That's what I like to see. And if you run him on agility stones, like I have him on attack stones right now, he can get like 3 hits in a row. Alright, so Bradley's going to proc his courage right there. Oh, and he's going to take down Ruinstern for the ultimate win. Alright, so as you guys can see, this team also went 5-0. So on the first reveal video, it was King Bradley, Queen Macherie, and Oberon. We went 5-0. The team just absolutely crushed it. Here is the second reveal video, this time showcasing Noctis, the Prince of Lucis. And we also went 5-0, which is pretty rare, I would say. Normally in showcase videos, like there is like a meta team at first, and then it tends to typically fall off as you start to switch out characters here and there. But as you guys can see, this team worked really well. The team works a lot different than the Queen Macherie build, and I like what Queen Macherie brings to the table in the support, the heals, the re-raise CT up, and the limit break. But I also like this, and also bringing in a 120 into like a world of 140s right now, and still having Noctis do so good, especially since Noctis was kind of like, you know, he was good, but it was a little bit harder to use him. Like, I feel like he's a little bit more like advanced as a player. Like, as you can see, I'm not even running him a weapon. So he's basically more of like a tank build right here. And I am running him the Moogle Cloak +5, the shield version, for the critical evasion up and the acquired AP up, plus the good defense. So this is actually a really good piece of gear since I don't have the survival vest. But yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really fun putting together this team. It's been a blast kind of just taking everyone out in arena. This is going to be the last video for this arena map, and then my next video will be coming out on the new map that's coming out next week. So yeah, super excited to be testing that out. I still am looking forward to bringing out UR Zazan. I've read your guys' comments. I know that he's going to be definitely a good pair with Bradley. I just want to take my time, put together a good composition, figure out how to deal with the evasion, you know, where to put UR Zazan for having his evasion and then also pairing him with Bradley. So we'll have to just see, and I'm not even sure who necessarily to bring as a third player to that team. So actually, if you guys are running Bradley and Zazan, I'm curious, what is the third player you guys are bringing in? Are you guys having good luck with that team? Are you crushing people? Is it tough? How's the evasion working? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm always psyched to hear that. So yeah, and I think I'm also going to do a fourth video with Moraga. All right. So yeah, I think that Moraga might be able to work like Noctis. Not sure. We'll see. I'll do some tests and figure it out. And if you guys really want to see it, and if you guys let me know, I might just try one with OG Mont. So please let me know in the comments below what you guys think, how you guys feel. Did you guys enjoy this video? It was a lot of fun to make. So yeah, I think I'm just going to call it here. I want to thank all of you for liking these videos, commenting on these videos. Like I said, it's always really cool to hear from you guys. So I just want to thank you all, everyone, especially everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I really, really, really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care and peace.